Hey guys, what's up? We got a World Cup battle between YJH of Team China versus Astamatitos of Team Greece. They're playing for the second round of the World Cup qualifiers. For those of you who don't know, YJH has been a great player in Generation 6 and 7 OU. We haven't seen a ton of him in Gen 8 quite yet, but definitely have a formidable foe, especially for this qualifier round. He's played in tournaments like SPL and World Cup before. I think even Snake, so yeah, someone that I've teamed with, and I quite like him. On the other side, we have Astamatitos. It's probably the most well-known player of the bunch in this group of qualifying players. However, he tends to play Generations like 3, and he's also dabbled in Generations 2 and 4. A very high-level player, one of the highest skill ceiling old generation players that I know of, a very creative team builder, and someone that I personally consider a friend. Asta is definitely also capable in Generation 8. While he hasn't shown it in tournaments yet, he hasn't really an opportunity to, of course. He actually got Rex repeatedly, and I think he even made some posts in Discord about his meta game, and I'm definitely really interested to see his debut. This is a game I've been trying to bring you guys for a while, and ever since I saw it went up this week. I'm really excited to see Asta play SSOU, and right off the bat, he's bringing a cool team with a very interesting core already of Zero Aura and Toxtricity. He also has Tox Specs, Clefable, and Corviknight on the defensive end, and Hydreigon trying to team out. Really nice, kind of bulky offense / balance team from Astamatitos. Kind of depends on the stats. Like there's like a pivot Corviknight, he probably plays a bit more bulky offensive. But if it's maybe like non-pivot and like Witchclef, it probably plays a bit more balance, if you will. So yeah, I'll have to wait and see. YGH on the other side has a Primarina, which is always a great Pokemon, and it doesn't look great here though. It's against two Electric types and Tox Specs, but maybe it could do some work with specs. Clefable, standard run-of-the-mill. Rotom Heat, Corviknight, Seismitoad, and also Obstagoon. What really kind of confuses me about YGH's teams that lack speed control, which could be a problem against things like, for example, Toxtricity. But he does have Obstagoon who leaves Revenge Kill that. But yeah, Nasty Cloud Hydreigon after some chip on Primarina could be a big problem if it is that, and I think it might be that because running Scarf with Zero Aura doesn't seem necessary, but we're going to have to get in the game to wait and see because there are countless viable configurations in both of these teams. Both look pretty solid, so let's get on into the game. Right at the bat, we're going to see Seismitoad lead from YGH, pretty standard, against Hydreigon from Asta, which is smart. He's going to pivot out to Clefable on the rocks. Okay, so pretty fearless there, saying, okay, I'm going to go for my rocks in the face of Hydreigon, despite facing the Electric types, but it worked out. It turns out this is Rindo Seismitoad, so it looks like this is a bulky offensive team. And now, predicting a switch, YGH brings in his obstacle. However, he encounters a Hydreigon, which is probably going to scare it out with the prospect of Draco Meteor, but seemingly fearless of the Draco. Again, he tricks the Flame Orb and he catches a Corviknight. So great start for YGH. Doesn't seem to mind that Hydreigon at all. And now it's just going to go for a Braver trying to get some damage off, but only goes into that Rotom Heat, so that's not too useful there. So it looks like YGH is going to lead. Hydreigon comes in here now on an Overheat. It's only going to take 26% though, so it's still at about half health. And now Corviknight comes in here now on a Defog. Oh, okay. So maybe it is Scarf after all for Astamatitos. That's fair. He's going to bring the Zero Aura in, which is a major threat, especially with that Rainbow Berry knockoff. He counters the Obstagoon here, though, so he's got to be scared by that. Maybe he goes for both. He goes for close combat. I don't think that would kill him. Oh, it's 4 times. I'm an idiot. Hold up. I'm an idiot. So I'm thinking, oh, it's just normal damage. It's just 2 times. But no, it's normal damage. Close combat kills that with ease. So he goes for that. He hits the Seismitoad for 41%, indicating that, yeah, coupled with the Earthquake damage effect with Rainbow Berry, it is in fact a very offensive Seismitoad. And now he's in range of Grass Knot, so he pivots out to the Rotom Heat. And now Obstagoon doubles in here on the Hydreigon. So now he knows it's a Scarf Hydreigon. So he's going to be able to stay in here with confidence. And he goes for a Facade. No, he actually goes to Clefable this time. Okay, interesting sequences there. Asta reveals Taunt, which is a really cool attack on Corviknight. I love that. It's going to prevent the teleport there. And let him get Toxtricity in on the Rotom Heat. That's great. Astamatitos making some nice plays. He tanks that Overheat, of course. It always lives from full. And he goes for a Boom Burst, which takes it out. Presumably for specs. That's a ridiculously strong attack there from Astamatitos. And now he's just going to toss out the Corviknight. Oh, it's actually going to be Facade. Oh, yeah, the 2 kills after. Yeah, it's a very strong Obstagoon. It might even be Adamant damage if this isn't a speedy Corviknight. It might be speedy because of Taunt. But yeah, really cool sets here on both ends. So I love this. Astamatitos is going to follow up with Zero Aura, which should take this out undoubtedly. He goes for close combat, knowing you can kill it. But he finds a Clefable come in there, and it's probably just standard teleport. So you can go for a Plasma Fist, and you could do a KO from that range. That's 57%. And Moonblast is going to do 64 here, but at what cost? He's now in 2 kill range without a doubt. And he goes Seismitoad here on a Plasma Fist. Okay, but still in Grass Knot range. I'm not sure how YGH is going to be able to play around this. And it gains leftovers each turn as well. He goes Corviknight. That is something that could live a hit on the Grass Knot. It just does 4%, but is he going to be able to kill with body press here even? Or is he going to lure in the Toxtricity on that body press? And oh wow, it doubled up. Great play there by YJH. Wow, that was really impressive. But he's still very weak to this Zero Aura. And yes, this means he can get a kill on the Toxic, but I'm afraid that's going to be too little to really hold us back. YJH is going to have to make a lot more plays of that nature. Baneful Bunker is not going to save him. It's already burnt. And maybe turn a leftovers will let it get skull damage, but that's about it. And instead, it's going to be min-max rolls. So the second Facade is going to actually take it out with max damage as the first one will be close to the min. And the Zero Aura comes back. It's got presumably close combat here into that cleft. There's no reason for Astamatitos to predict. He's a very patient and intuitive player, and I've got to say that's showing in this game here really well. He's now going to go for the Plasma Fist again into that Zero Aura. No point risking it. He's still in Grass Knot range. So is he going to go Corviknight again? Are we finally going to see a call? Yeah, no. Again, there's no need to risk it because now you're able to live a body press despite being -1 and just 2 heals us with Plasma Fist, presumably. Yeah, it's only going to do 60, but that's still more than enough as, oh, it just roosts. Okay, he's trying to roost it off, but I don't think that'll be enough, especially if it ever goes for knockoff. I think you just go Plasma Fist again 1 or 2 more times, and it does 57 there, so maybe you knock on the next turn or the turn after that, but you're getting leftovers each time, and you're not running low on Plasma Fist PP yet. As you see, he still has 17 left, so I think you just say, okay, I'm fine with this sequence. You can be max physical defense and roost me off, but eventually I can play my knockoff, assuming that's the last move. Or I could go to Toxtricity. And he does go Toxtricity here on another roost, presumably, yeah. And that's great. He just needs to call the Astamatoad. I Boom Burst here all the time, but he might go Overdrive. He does Boom Burst. Great play. And Boom Burst was there with Spot because you know that the Corviknight can't kill you either way, and you're still doing upwards of 35-40% with your Boom Burst into it because it's physically defensive, as you saw. So it's just a really drawback-free play by Astamatitos there. And that's going to allow Zero Aura to come in again here. And this time around, he's going to go for the close combat into the Corviknight. And I'm curious to see if maybe it doesn't have knockoff. If it doesn't, that actually makes the game a bit more up in there. But he does go for knockoff here. Yeah, that's very crucial. And Astamatitos now can pretty much win the game barring insane luck. But instead he goes Toxtricity is actually smart because potentially if it gets a lot of minerals, he could just boost it off. And yeah, this is going to claim another kill. And he goes for Volt Switch to get it as well, which means you could bring the Zero Aura right back in, which is perfect. Now you lose the defense drop. Yeah, this is just really smart play by Astamatitos. I love how he played this game. And to make matters worse for YJH, he gets a critical hit there. And yeah, I don't see a way out for YJH at this point. His team was very burdened by this Zero Aura variant, and Astamatitos executed the game in pretty flawless fashion, and there's just no way to recover all of these off at this point. Plasma Fist is going to continue to take this down. More and more your turn, it's going to outdamage Roost, of course, as it's a super effective move from Max Attack Zero Aura. And it's going to finally get max damage to take it out in this turn, leaving him with a lot of those left. I'll take this out as well. And I think that's it. Yeah,